It's another edition of Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. Today we're revisiting my discussion with Alan Minskoff about an audiobook up for Best Young Adult. It's The Real Education of T.J. CROWLEY, and it's narrated by an amazing full cast. Here we go.
This is a unique audiobook because it is an audio play. It is a full cast with remarkable production values, a story of race in the 1960s in Wichita, The Real Education of T.J. CROWLEY, and it's in his voice. And actually, when we hear our sound, it'll be in the voice of the narrator doing T.J. CROWLEY. He's a young man who's coming of age, and he lives with a virulently racist mom who then has an even more virulently racist boyfriend who comes on the scene, and he's a KKK member. The authors are Grant Overstake, and the story is based on his life, and May Worthrick.
And it's based on, I'm assuming, his 2018 novel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. And it's read by a full cast?
Yes, and I mentioned two or three in my review, and I'll mention them again because they are remarkable. Danny Martinek as TJ is absolutely excellent. Danny gets that tone and delivery of a 12, 13-year-old. And he does it very, very well. Tavia Gilbert is extraordinary as TJ's boozy and racist mother. That's not an easy thing to portray, and she's very good at it. And of course, we have the golden voice and the inimitable Dion Graham, who does Dr. Robert Washington, who is this, almost larger than life, empathic doctor who lives next door to this racist family. And he's Black, of course. And this is a young man who comes to understand race through real experience. I think this is the kind of audio drama that any age could listen to. It does wonderful things with the production. So, for example, if there's a basketball game, you get the sense of the narrator. There are radio snippets. So it has a real sense of an audio play.
Mm-hmm. So it has a real soundscape.
A real sound. Thank you for saying that. It's a gifted cast with a real soundscape, and it is a specific moment in 1968, which, as you know, was a watershed moment in the history of the United States and race relations.
Right. And when we say full cast, there's something like 15
Right.
actors in this, so it really is, it's quite textured. It's like a play.
It truly is like a play, and it's I think they call it an audio drama, and I think that's quite accurate because you are listening to all these people, and it makes a lot of sense. The teachers have different voices than the students. The doctor has a different voice than the racist stepfather. You really get that sense that you are hearing a play performed. And I didn't know what to expect when I started, and then I kind of listened to it in 2 or 3 sittings. It's slightly less than 10 hours, but it's very compelling.
So what are we going to hear?
We're going to listen to TJ talking about what's going on at the moment.
Okay. This is The Real Education of T.J. CROWLEY. It's written by Grant Overstake with May Worthrick, who helped him to adapt it into a play. And it has a full cast. We'll be hearing from Danny Martinek.
Riots have been going on ever since Dr. King got shot dead down south someplace a few months ago. That's why our doors were locked tight and why I was on the lookout. The problem was, ever since Dad went away last month and Ronnie took off just last week to fight the war in Vietnam, I've been keeping watch up here every night, all by myself. From my view in our house on Holyoke Street, I saw a car flash by under the streetlights down on Hillside Avenue. Somebody was breaking curfew. It looked like that same car from all those years ago, with probably the same kind of troublemakers inside.
Wow, not only does he sound young, he has the attitude of someone who's young.
It's very authentic to me.
Yeah, it's the attitude, you know what I mean? That's really, oh yeah, I'm 13, she can't hit me.
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting. This is The Real Education of T.J. CROWLEY. It's written by Grant Overstake and May Worthrick. And it's read by a full cast, including Danny Martinek, Dion Graham, and Tavia Gilbert. This has been Behind the Mic with AudioFile magazine. If you like Behind the Mic, leave us a rating, and don't forget to follow us on the platform of your choice. Tomorrow, we're turning to a finalist in science fiction. I'm Jo Reed. I'll talk to you then.